Hi, this is Ruben from Krown themes. In this video we want to show you a little bit about our new kingdom theme, version 4. This version supports the new online store tool and has a lot of new and cool features and possibilities, and we want to go through setting up the theme, showing you a bit about all the homepage sections, how to build a really nice and rich homepage, then go a bit through the product page, see how to create rich product templates and use metafields in order to make these templates unique for each page. Then at the end go a bit through all the other pages, so that you have a good understanding of all the features that our theme has and how to make the most of it. So we've installed the latest version of the theme, and when you go to the customizer you see that it's a blank theme with some blank sections uh, that you can start configuring right away as you wish. So for now let's just hide all the sections that are already here, and let's start adding new sections one by one to see what each section does. But before we go into sections, we can look at some static sections, which are the frames. We have the sidebar, in which all the important information is. You can put a logo here, so you can change its width. Make sure that you upload a logo that is large in size, double than what you write here, in order to look crisp on any screen size. You have the primary navigation, which is navigation that could be used for important things in your team, such as collections, for example. And then you have the secondary navigation, which could be used for other kinds of links, like pages or whatever. You can also have the language selector and currency selectors. These selectors appear if you set up language settings and payment settings in your Shopify store. You have the links here. Then we have a section for text columns with icons. It's blank now, but let's just populate it a bit. We have around 800 icons, which are really high quality to be used in this theme. So this is like a general section that can be used for showcasing some general information about your shipping policies or returns, or even about products. You can edit the colors of this section, which is nice. It makes it pop out a bit. Then you have the footer, which is also created with blocks. You have the text block for some contact information. You have a block for menus. You have up to 2 menus to select. Here you also have an email sign up, or social links, or an even image, which can be used for things like I don't know, trust badges, or anyway. After this you can go ahead and play a bit with the themes, colors and typography. You have the possibility to change the colors for each part, so the colors of the sidebar here, the colors of the body, which we don't see now because we don't have it, and the color of the footer. Let's just play with this a bit. Here you also have the typography options in the theme. We have a font for headings and a font for body. And you can also play with the sizes, base size upon which all the fonts adjust their size. Yeah, and especially you have a place to edit the primary navigation if you want to make it really big, which is this. Yep, it works. Okay, let's start looking at the available sections. So we have the slideshow. This is the vertical slideshow that we have in the theme, in which images are stacked one upon the other. Let's put some blank images here. Yes, so you see the first image, the second image. This slider has the option to turn into a vertical one on mobile devices like this, and then you can also choose its height, or you can leave it as a regular scrolling slider. It's just on mobile devices, it just comes one image after the other. If you turn this off, and then it will always be full size. Another note on headings, you can choose the heading size and text alignment, which works best for your images, and of course you also have options for overlays if your images require this. We also have another type of slider. It's called Slideshow horizontal. Okay, it is here. This is like your more regular slider in which images are sliding. You have the same options for headings and text and overlays. You can also choose the desktop slider height, the mobile slider height, and you can also give it some padding, because in this theme you see you can play with paddings in order to achieve a much richer and a layout that is not boring. Let's hide this. Then you have a featured collection, which is a grid which can show you a list of collections that you choose. You can choose the number of products, and then you can also choose the layout. You have to choose between slider and grid. You can choose whichever works best for your scenario. Just note, if you choose the slider, be sure to select a lower number of products here, because if you select a large number of products, it will be harder for users to scroll, especially on mobile devices. Another section is the collections list, in which you can choose collections to appear on the homepage, like featured collections. If you don't like the images or of the featured images of the collection, or you want to choose another image, you can do this again here by selecting a different image, and you can see that the layout adjusts itself based on the number of items that you use, which is nice. You can create more such sections if you want to play with the layout. You can also play with the text alignment and add some inner spacing. And of course, if you want the layout to not adjust, just select here one column. It will always be one column. After this, we have the rich text section, which is a pretty versatile section, because you can use it with quite a few options. because let's say you can use it to write a bold statement about your brand. Here you see that you can select the text size here. Then you could use it to write a lot of text if you wish, and if you align it to the left, it's just a regular like a regular page. You can play with the text position, add more blocks of headings or text, which is really nice. And as a bonus, you can even add icons. Yes, the same icon pack with 800 icons that we've curated for you to use in this theme. Now, this is if you use it without an image, so you can use it for headings, dividers, a place to write a lot of text, or if you start to use it with images, it becomes really even nicer, because the image is on one side and the text is on the other side. You can play with the image position, the image height, depending on how much text you have. You can even start customizing the colors. So you see, you can really create some rich layouts, and we have this used very heavily in our theme. If you look in our online demo, you can see how we're using this for product pages. So it can allow you to create really nice layouts. This rich text section is really rich. Now another section which is related to the feature collection is the shop the look section, which is a section in which you can select an image and add some products that are related to this image. You can use it for shop the look, or for a special collection, or for some feature thing, whatever you want. You can add up to 4 products here, and again play with the settings a bit. We have video sections. We actually have 2 video sections. One is the background video, which uses an MP4 file. Please note, this is not a file from YouTube or Vimeo. This is a self-hosted video file, which you can upload in the files section of your Shopify admin, and just put the link here. You see, it has to be an absolute link with the MP4 file extension in order to work. Don't forget to always use a fallback image, because on certain mobile devices or in some special scenarios, the background video might not load on autoplay, and in this case the fallback image will be used. And if you don't have a fallback image, nothing will appear here. You can select the video to show either a big or large, or be natural and not cropped, and play with the text container width if you want to achieve some special layouts, add some inner content spacing. So, and play with also play with the text that you can add here. You can add a button, a heading, and a text block. The other video section is the video pop-up, which uses a video from Vimeo or YouTube, and this is like a video that your users will see only when they click the video, the play button. You have in some ways it's similar to this section, but it has like different user scenarios. You could use this for you could use the background video for when the focus is on the text and for some visual stuff, and leave this section for instructions, video or tutorials or stuff like that. Okay, this is it with the video sections. We have testimonial sections, which is a testimonial slider, and you will notice that some sections have the ability to choose custom text colors and background colors. We've done this for sections that we think look better if you add some contrast to them in order to just break the layout and not make everything boring. So you have testimonials here, individual testimonials, an option to choose avatar image for the author, and yeah, this is with testimonials. Then you have blog posts in which you can choose a list of latest articles to be shown here. You can play with the layout. You can have a flexible layout, which if you have more posts, it will turn into a slider. I don't have more posts here, but let's go on mobile so you can see it. Oops. Yeah, sorry for that. You can choose whether to show the featured image or not, or you can use the grid layout, which is the same grid that it is on the journal page, the domain blog page. You see, you can play with the blog post information here. Put the excerpted first, or hide it, or hide everything if you think this is cool, and add a link for the blog. Oh. Yes, this is nice because you can have different articles here and have different layouts for them. These are the sections that we've included in the homepage, but let's go through others which are not included. So we have the heading section. We've added this section as a simple divider for sections that don't have a heading and might require. So for example, if you want a heading before the video, you can use this section just to divide things in places where you don't need a lot of stuff written. Then we have the contact form, which is a nice contact form in which you can add as many fields as you want. Just make sure that you have unique labels for each of your form fields, because these labels will be the labels that are used also in the form sending. So if these are not unique, the form will not work properly. You can choose between a single line or multi-line in your design, but this is the required field, the name and email, otherwise the form will not work. You can also add multiple forms for multiple purposes on your homepage. Yes. Then let's see more sections. We've talked about rechecks, images with text. Yes, images with text is another section with in which the content adapts if the number of columns adapts on the number of blocks you are using, and for each block you can choose an image, have a button, some text, a link. This is another versatile, really versatile section, which can be used in many ways. You also have inner content spacing here, the possibility to play with the text size, alignment, so that you can really achieve a lot of layouts. We also have a gallery, an option for images that you can use just for a simple gallery of images, which for mobile can remain as a grid gallery or can be turned into a slider with specific height, and of course you can add lightbox option. Let's see if we have something left. Okay, text column with images, which is simple. Yeah, just that, text column with images, which can also support custom colors. And at the end we have the newsletter, email sign up. Again, in which you can play with the settings, the blocks, and the FAQ, which is a list of frequently asked questions. You can add a few here, also add images in order to make it really rich. So these are like the sections that we have available on the homepage, and not only because now with OSET 2.0 you can use any section on any page, and we will start to use this in the product page and see how you can build a really rich product template that you were not able to build before. So for this, let's select here the product page template. You can see from the start that we have a default template, which is simple with no sections other than product information and product recommendations. And we also have a story template in which you can see more sections that we've added. So you have a starting point just to see that you can use such text sections in the product page. We'll start with this, but first let's talk a bit about the product information. Here in the product information section you can play with the product information. You can the left side is customizable. As you can see, you can change the place of things. Make sure that you don't hide the buy buttons or the variant pickers, because the product page will obviously stop working. But you can play with the other blocks that we have here. You can also change the gallery type. We have a slider or a scrolling gallery. You can choose the pagination, which can be dots or thumbnails. You can add spacing between media. You can enable or disable the page zoom. Here is also another interesting feature for the slider. You can choose to scale the slider images to fit the viewport. If you have portrait images or landscape images for the slider, this makes a lot of sense if you want the images to display without cropping. But otherwise, you can also have the images show in like their regular size. Let's remove the spacing. So this option looks and works very nice with portrait images. You can just play with the settings and always test the site, test your store a bit, like in the regular browser, like hit here save, and or just pick up your phone and see how it feels, how it looks. Make a test in a browser outside the editor, because the theme editor can sometimes break the layout a bit, which is in some way normal. So this is with the product information. Now let's start talking about these sections. As you saw and as you can see in our online preview, we've used this heavily we have videos, we have images with text. If we go to the gather products, we have again rich text, video, image with text, image, rich text with some background, product gallery, and product recommendations at the end. So this is very nice because it allows you to create like really rich product pages and the product templates. You can create product templates for each product. If you don't have that many products in your store, and you can do this, or you can create products templates for a special product, or products templates for all the products from a collection. You can really do what you want here. So let's say I just want a simple section here with some rich text, a video, then have 2 images with text, with more like more product information, then a rich text in which I want to talk a bit more about the product. I would also want to make this a custom color to just spice things a bit. Okay, let's do this again for the other section, because I want to show you something after this. Okay, at the end, let's say I would want a large image with the product again, and why not? We have here, you may also like, but this is the product recommendations section from Shopify. But why not add like shop the look, which could be used for the same product, buy together with, yeah, products that work together with this product. Okay, so now I have a nice rich product layout which will appear on all the products that have the story template, right? So this is the story template, which you can see here. It's assigned to 0 products. What does this mean? This means that currently no products are using this layout. If you go inside the product and try to choose the story template, you can see that the template is not here. This is because I am not using the published theme. If you see here, I am still the published theme is still the old theme. The new theme is here. It is not published. So in order for you to be able to assign templates, you need to have the theme published. So this is not possible until the theme is published. You cannot assign page templates, product templates. This is just a limitation from Shopify, which you cannot do anything about. So let's just publish the theme so we can have access to the page templates. If we go here and refresh, you can see that the story template appeared, and when we edit this, when we refresh this page, you can see that it has the layout with the sections that we created previously. Okay, now let's say that you have a really large store with a lot of products, and you do want to show a different type of information, different type of content for each page individually, if each product page individually, but creating page templates for each individual product would be a really pain and a hard thing to do. What we have in Shopify OSE 2.0, new and we didn't have before is metafields. And now with the power of metafields and sections everywhere, you can really create some really rich page templates that are easy to maintain and easy to use and are easy to port between themes when you switch themes. Let me show you how to do this. So let's go back and customize the theme, customize the product that we just did. So you might see this first appearing here. It's the place that it appears default. It's the vendor, right? This is what is called a dynamic source. Oh, a dynamic source which you can choose to show on every product. So one dynamic source is the vendor, which is different for each product. Now the same thing can be used for individual sections. So let's say that we go here at this rich text section, and when you go and edit an individual block, you can see the same icon, which means dynamic source. So what does this does? If you click it, you can add a dynamic source, which now is either the title or the vendor, right? Because these are the only metafields that we have in the theme. These are the only dynamic sources that we have available. If we hit the add metafield button, we come to a place where you can define new metafields for your store. Now this is at starter point right now. It is work in progress. You can also only use them for products and variants, and with some limited types, but new and amazing stuff is coming from Shopify in the future. So let's start adding metafields. Let's say that I want to write and have a custom heading for each product, each rich text section there. I would use this to, let's say, first product subtitle. I give it a name. This it will automatically create some system values, and then I choose the content type. For now, content types are colors, date and time, file, JSON, measurement, number, rating, reference, text. For this, I will just use text. We can have single line or multi-line. Here I want a single line because it's a simple one text line, and then for the text below it, I call it first product, subtitle first product, text content. This is also multi-line text because it's more text. So now I have these definitions. Then I want to go back here, refresh the page so that I see the new created metafields. And here you can see that now you have the product subtitle, which we can choose here. Let's delete the talk about your brand. And the first, let's put here the first product text content. Now, if we save it, now it is blank because we don't have any metafields defined in the product, the actual product page. For this, we have to go back to the product here, refresh it so we can see the new metafields. And if you go at the end of the page, you will see the new created metafields. So we have here first product subtitle, which, let's say, this is an amazing product, and first product content, in which I can write some basic content. So if I save this and go here and refresh it, you can see the new content here. This is an amazing product, and some text that I wanted to write here. Now, if I want to do this for another product page, I just go to the page and edit the values here. Another amazing product. Save, view. And you can see these two products use the same template but have different content in them. So now you can see that with this the possibilities are really endless. For now we don't have a lot of metafield types, but as the time will pass we will have more and more metafields that we can use. Let's say that we want to, where this was, let's say that we also want to play with these images. We do the same. We go here and instead of background image you can connect a dynamic source now. There isn't any file, an image, so again we have to add the meta field. Let's do this quickly. I will just create image 1, select a file. You can see that you can choose what it can accept, any file or only images. I will pause here and add a few definitions. So now you can see that I've created a bunch of metafields definitions to use with the sections that I have here. So let's talk about these two sections. Now I can choose a dynamic source, which is an image here. You choose a dynamic source for the second image. Connect dynamic source, image 2. And choose a dynamic source for the text. Image 1 title. Image 1 text. Image 2 title. Image 2 text. Okay, let's save this. And now you can already guess that when you go here and refresh, oh, so we have all the metafields. Let's say, so image 1. Let's select an image for this. Image 2. Let's select an image for this. Some title, some other title. No, this is text. Image 2 title, some other title. Oh, you might want to create these in order so they appear how you want. Image 2, some text, and that's it. Let's save it. We're in an analog starter kit. If we refresh, you can see the new images and the text we have. If we go here, you don't see anything, so you need to do the same thing. Add images and text if you wish. So I will stop here because you probably got the idea. This is really nice. This is amazing and can really open a lot of possibilities because you can choose add definitions. For example, let's say this by together with. You could create like by together one. You could create metafields for products. This is under reference product, and have recommendations on all the product pages for more products. So you can use it for upselling or cross-selling without having custom apps. Let's just try this quickly. Here, shop the local, buy together with, let's change the first product into a dynamic source, buy together 1, buy together, where is it, connect dynamic source, buy together with, let's hide the third, save, go to the editor here, and let's edit buy together 1. We can choose a product, buy together 2. We can choose another product, and then when we look at the page, we automatically get individual recommendations that you can set up for each product. Now this is a lot of work, but you can really achieve any layout that you wish, and this will only get better as Shopify improves the metafields and everything. Going back to the page templates, you can see that you have page templates for collections. Again, you can create custom templates for each collection. You can play with the options, the settings. You can add more sections for each collection. You can play with the collection list. Again, add sections here as well if you wish. You can change all the pages, like the default page. You can add sections to it. You can we also have some page templates for FAQ and for contact. But you can create your own templates as you wish. You can play with the blog, add maybe products if you want here, collection list, whatever. You can even add the cart. Now it is empty, but you can add featured collection here that you want to users to see at some point before they check out. You can edit other pages such as the password 404 search page. Yes, anything can be customized now, and this combined with the power of custom page templates, product templates, collection templates, and metafields really gives you the possibility to have rich layouts. This is it with page templates. Let's finish a bit with theme settings. So we've tackled at the beginning the colors, which you can change after your desire. We've talked about typography. Let's talk about a bit of product grid. By default, we have a natural aspect ratio, but if you have problems with ratios with images and want to have them at one size, you can play with aspect ratios in which you will have some cropping. You can also choose to have the second media on hover only for mobile devices. You can also choose to emphasize featured products. For this, you have to give the featured product a featured tag. So if a product has the featured tag and this option is on, it will appear like this in the grid. You can show discounts as text or as a percentage here. You can play with the overlay caption color. if with the caption is only visible on overlay. So this is another style. And you can also choose to show the ratings if you have a product rating app installed in your theme. So these are the options that I wanted to show. You also have then the theme style, which changes only the theme settings, which are the color, typography, and that's it. It doesn't mess with your settings. It just plays with the theme style. So this is it. I hope you really enjoy our theme, and we can't wait to see the amazing stores that you build with Kingdom version 4.